What's going on, guys? My name's Theoatrix and welcome to my 100% Piscarilius house favor guide. This video goes over why you should get favor, how to get from 0 to 100% in 1 hour, some alternatives, as well as tips specifically for Ironmen. I'd like to apologize for my absence on YouTube recently. I had an unexpected event happen in real life which required a lot of time away from my channel. You can expect a lot more uploads coming your way. A quick note before I get into it, you no longer need to lock in your favor in any of the houses, since it no longer decreases when you get favor in another house. Also, the Client of Kurend quest doesn't give double the favor anymore. There's no way to get double the favor rate. Let's start off this guide with why you should get Piscarilius favor on your account. To be honest, the rewards from this house aren't nowhere near as good as the other houses. At 100% favor, you can catch anglerfish, which are a great AFK moneymaker for alt accounts. With 75% favor, you can train your thieving through stealing artifacts from residents around the port. From 30% favor, you can buy raw fish from Frankie's Fishing Emporium, which is a decent way of stocking up on cooking supplies for Ironmen. With 20% favor, you can access the small food shop in the southern region, which hasn't really got many uses. There's 4 different ways to gain favor in the Piscarilius house. Firstly, with no requirement, you can repair the cranes along the port, rewarding 0.5% favor per fixed crane. Once you reach 15% favor, you can collect fish for Frankie, which is slightly slower than repairing cranes, but it doesn't cost any money. You get approximately 0.02% per fish. At 30%, you can begin hunting sandworms, which is the fastest way to gain favor in this house, with each bucket of sandworms being 0.2% favor. At 75%, you can partake in stealing artifacts, which provides pretty decent thieving XP but isn't as fast in terms of getting favor. The only skill that you need in order to get all the way to 100% is at least 30 crafting to repair the cranes. To follow the fastest route in this guide, you'll also need 15 Hunter for sandworms. Collecting fish for Frankie requires at least 15 fishing, and the thieving method needs 49 thieving. Since the starting favor of the Piscarilius house is very slow compared to the other houses, it's very recommended to use the 20% favor reward from the Client of Kurend on this house. There's also the Queen of the Thieves quest, which requires 20% favor and rewards a 10% favor certificate, getting you to 30%. If you do these quests, then following the fastest route in this video, you can get to 100% from 0 in under 1 hour. Without the quest, it'll take a little under 2 hours. The items you need depend on whether you do the quests. If you decide not to do any of the quests, you'll need 180 noted planks, 1500 steel or 1200 mithril nails, and a hammer. If you do the Queen of the Thieves for 10%, you can take 60 planks off, leaving you with 120. Or if you get the 20% favor reward from the Client of Kurend on the Piscarilius house, you can remove 120 planks. Higher tier nails do speed up this method, but only very slightly, so steel and mithril nails are the best value for money. You'll also need 1 spade, some coins, around 50k, and stamina potions are a great help with some of the methods that you'll see. If you choose to do the thieving method, you'll also need 1 lockpick. Now for the fastest route to 100%. Using the 20% and 10% favor rewards from the 2 quests is a lot faster, as I've mentioned. If you choose not to do the quests, the fastest way to 30% is repairing the cranes. To do this, you'll need to bring along the hammer, noted planks, nails, your coins, and it's a good idea to withdraw some planks before you go. There's a variety of locations that you can fix the cranes, but the 2 best places are, firstly, for regular accounts, you can take your noted planks to the general store and sell them and buy them back to quickly unnote them near these 2 cranes. If you're an Ironman, there are more cranes further north that are close to the bank for you to withdraw your planks. Another tip for Ironmen, you can get planks very easily from Port Khazad or outside Barbarian Assault. Both of these locations are close to a bank and you can hop world to grab a lot. Each fully repaired crane gives you a hefty amount of crafting XP, but each one can take up to 3 minutes to repair depending on your crafting level. I tried repairing with rune nails as well to see if it was much better, and although it is slightly faster, it's definitely not worth spending more money on better nails than mithril. From 30% to 100%, the fastest way is catching sandworms, and you'll need a spade, stamina potions, and some coins. Make your way to the northeastern fishing shop of Port Piscarilius, and here you can buy a full inventory of buckets for 1 coin each. Sandworms are then dug up on the beach north of the fishing store. The fastest way to collect them is by basically playing connect the dots. You should start at one end and slowly dig up each worm. By the time you reach the final one, the starting worms will be respawning, allowing you to connect the dots again. As soon as you step onto the tile to dig up the worms, you can then spam click onto the next spot and you'll zoom over to the next one. Depending on your hunter level, there's a chance of not getting the worms and instead getting a bucket of sand. In those cases, empty the buckets in between digging up worms. Once you have a full inventory of sandworm buckets, run back to the fishing store and talk to the owner. He'll take all of the buckets off you in exchange for favor. Then go ahead and buy another full inventory of buckets and repeat the process to 100%. From 30% to 100%, it's only going to take 20 minutes if you focus while doing this. So that's the fastest to 100%. Now for the alternative methods. An Iron Man friendly method unlocked at 15% favor is collecting fish. This method doesn't require any items, so it means you don't need to use the planks for repairing cranes to get favor. This is a lot easier for Ultimate Iron Man compared to cranes unless you have a lot of noted planks already. To collect fish, you need to make your way to the Southern Food Shop with the favor symbol on it. It's best to have a fully empty inventory when doing this. Basically, you need to fill up your invent with fish from the barrels located west of the shop. Once you have a full inventory, run to the store and deposit them into the chest for favor and fishing XP. It's worth noting that the fish will begin to disintegrate after 1 minute, so if you don't have any run energy, you should only get 10 to 15 fish before starting to make your way back to the chest. For stealing artifacts at 75% favor, all you need is stamina potions and your lockpick. To get started, make your way to the main hall in Port Piscarilius. Speak to Captain Khaled and he'll assign you with a location to steal the artifacts from. The houses with artifacts in them are the 5 southwestern houses in the area, and upon entering the correct house, you need to use the lockpick on the drawers inside to get the artifact. In the area, there are Shazian soldiers patrolling, and when you have an artifact, you need to stay out of sight from these guys. With the artifact, make your way back to Captain Khaled, and you'll get another chunk of thieving XP along with 2% Piscarilius favor. So that's my 100% Piscarilius favor guide. To quickly summarize, the fastest way is to do Client of Kourend and then the Queen of the Thieves quest to 30% and hunt sandworms to 100. If you don't want to do the quest, you'll be repairing cranes to 30%, then sandworms to 100. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.